Hello everybody and welcome to this video today. In today's video we have been given that t is something like the tan of alpha over 2. We should use that fact to show that sine alpha is the same like 2t over 1 plus t squared. Then we should also show that cos alpha is the same like 1 minus t squared over 1 plus t squared. Then the tangent of alpha is 2t over 1 minus t squared. So guys, please watch the video from start to finish because we are going to be solving all these questions alongside, and we shall be providing very important examination hints that can help you to answer this question and all other similar questions you made. So guys, please, just a quick reminder, if you're new to our channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button right now and press the like button so that is going to motivate us to keep producing more and more content. Guys, bear in mind that you can only have access to all our contents once you've subscribed. Thank you very much. So let's dive straight into it. Okay, now guys, we have been given that t is the same like tan alpha over 2, right? This is the same like because we know that this t is the same like what t over 1, right? Because t over 1 is the same like t, so we've written it as t over 1 equals to tangent of alpha over 2. And guys, the beauty of doing so is that we can bring forth a right angle triangle and we put the angle alpha here. We put the angle alpha over 2 to be here. Now we know that what tangent is the same like opposite over adjacent, right? So our opposite in this case is t, as we have it here, and our adjacent is what, guys? 1. Good. So now to get the hypotenuse, we can simply do Pythagoras theorem, which tells us that it is just given as that this hypotenuse can be given as the square root of the sum of squares of these two sides. Namely, we are simply going to have the square root of t squared plus 1. Good. So this is what we have, guys. So now we should know that from here we can deduce that sine of alpha over 2 is the same like what, guys? Opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite here is t and the hypotenuse is square root of 1 plus t squared. So that's what we have here. Then also, guys, similarly, we can see that cos of alpha over 2 can be given as adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is 1, hypotenuse is the square root of t squared plus 1. So this is what we have it here. Good. So guys, we also know that sine of 2 alpha from our knowledge of trigonometry is given as 2 sine alpha cos alpha. That therefore means that we can therefore say that our sine of alpha can be written as sine of 2 times alpha over 2, because this 2 and this 2, they can cancel out. We simply have our sine alpha back. Guys, the beauty of doing so is that we can also say that our sine alpha, knowing that sine 2 alpha is the same like 2 sine alpha cos alpha, you can see that here we have 2 alpha, right? But here we have just alpha. That therefore means that this angle has been halved, right? This 2 alpha has been halved to have this alpha. Good. So now we can also halve these other angles by dividing by 2, just as here was being divided by 2 to have these other angles here. So we can divide sine alpha by 2. So we're going to have sine alpha now to be the same like 2 sine of alpha over 2 cosine of alpha over 2. Good. So guys, the beauty of doing so is that we are simply going to replace our sine alpha by its value here and replace cos alpha by its value here as well. So by so doing, guys, we are going to have this 2 as we have it here into our sine alpha is what? 1 over the square root of t squared plus 1, right? Then cos alpha is 1 over square root of t squared plus 1. So guys, if we simplify, we just see our proof coming out, because 2 is going to multiply t to have 2t times 1, which is still 2t, other than the square root of something. The square root of t squared plus 1 times the square root of t squared plus 1 simply gives us t squared plus 1. So if we simplify, guys, we simply have our sine alpha to be equal to 2t over 1 plus t squared. Great. So as required, guys, since it was a proof, so we can write there our as required. So guys, please just subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Subscribe, because we are going to be uploading very interesting contents in this channel, guys. We upload videos in this our channel every day, guys, every day. You can afford to miss. Just hit the subscribe button, and guys, most importantly, like the video. Just press the like button, because that is going to motivate us to keep producing more and more contents for you. Thank you very much. So let's continue, guys. And guys, we should also know that cosine of 2 alpha is the same like cos squared of alpha minus sine squared of alpha. Good. Similarly, guys, we can have this angle, because you see that cos squared cos 2 alpha was the same like what they simply divided this angle 2 alpha by 2 to have alpha here, right? So in a similar manner, we can say that cos alpha is the same like what cos squared of, they divide this angle by 2 to have cos squared of alpha over 2 minus sine squared of alpha over 2. Good. So guys, we can also write this cos alpha as cos squared of alpha over 2 minus sine squared alpha over 2 ordered on 1, right? Ordered on 1, because it is still the same even with the 1 or without the 1. But guys, we need this one, okay? We need the 1. We need the 1 for real. So what I'm going to do with the 1 is that we are going to we should know that, guys, cos squared alpha over 2 plus sine squared alpha over 2, that gives us 1, right? So it doesn't matter if here is alpha or here is alpha over 2, okay? It doesn't matter. All is that their inputs should be the same. These angles should be the same, so that it can give us 1. So now we'll simply replace 1 by its value here. That is going to give us cos alpha to be the same like the top stays the same, other than cos squared alpha plus alpha over 2 plus sine squared alpha over 2. So now, guys, at this point in time now, guys, we are going to divide all through by cos squared alpha over 2, such that dividing this man by cos squared alpha over 2 here is going to give us 1. Then minus, we have sine squared alpha over 2 over cos squared alpha over 2, that gives us what? Tan squared alpha over 2. And we do the same for the bottom, guys. If we do that, we are simply going to have cos alpha over 2 to be equal to 1 minus sine squared alpha over 2 and cos squared alpha over 2, guys, gives us tan squared alpha over 2. Then here we are dividing by cos squared alpha over 2. We are going to have here 1 plus now tan squared alpha over 2, guys. But we know the value of tan alpha over 2, right? We know the value of tan alpha over 2 to be what? To be t. So this is the value here. We have value to be t, so we'll simply replace it by its value. And since tan alpha over 2 here has been squared, we are going to have t squared. So simplifying, guys, we're going to have 1 minus tan squared alpha over 2, which is t, so which is t squared, all over 1 plus our t squared. Good. As required, guys. So that's it. Again, it was a proof, so we have to end with a conclusion as required. So guys, to move on, let's move on to the next question. We also know that tan alpha is the same like what, guys? Tangent of alpha 2 plus alpha over 2, because if you add the input of this tangent function, we are simply going to have our alpha back. Good. So now we also know that tangent of alpha over 2 plus alpha over 2 simply gives us tangent of the first plus the tangent of the second, other than 1 minus the all over 1 minus tangent of the first, tangent of the second, which is just simply going to be tan squared alpha over 2. Guys, this is meant to be tan squared alpha over 2, not tan squared alpha. Okay, this is meant to be tan squared alpha over 2. This is not tan alpha. It's a mistake, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's what it's meant to be, such that we can just replace it by its value. We know that tan alpha over 2 has a value of what, guys? T, right? Has a value of t. So since we're adding two similar quantities, we're simply going to have 2t. So we are simply going to have our tan, because alpha over 2 plus alpha over 2 gives us what? Just alpha, right? So we have tan alpha to be equal to this up is going to give us 2t, because you're adding t plus t. You have 2t over 1 minus, like I said, guys, this is meant to be tan squared alpha over 2, not tan alpha over 2. Okay, it is meant to be tan squared alpha over 2, because it is 1 minus the product of these two, guys. Okay, this is meant to be tan squared alpha over 2, not tan alpha, please. I'm sorry. So if you do that, we are going to replace by the t value. We are simply going to have tan alpha to be 2t over 1 minus t squared. Alright, guys, let's an important hint, guys. An important hint. Know that we can still get this tan alpha over 2. We can still get the value of tan alpha by simply just dividing cos alpha by simply just dividing cos alpha by what? Sine alpha. Because if you take these two, guys, and divide, their denominators can cancel. We are simply going to have the 2t over 1 minus t squared. So you should know that sine alpha is the same like tangent of alpha. So you can just divide this by this guy. Their denominators will be cancelling. So you simply have a value to be alpha equal to 2t over 1 minus t squared. Great. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and like I said guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, press the like button beneath the video, because that is going to inform me, that is your own way of telling me that you found content like this useful. Guys, they are basically just 3 ways that you can do to support what we are doing. Just to subscribe to the channel, that's one, like the video, and comment. Just write a comment down if you found the video useful. Thank you very much guys, and have a great day.